Hello, wonderful you LARP watchers, and welcome back to the Super Mega Happy Fun Time Thursday. Adam worked late at work and started early at work, but managed to get his thing finished and didn't lose any data game.
Yay!
I did the thing, and the thing didn't die, and nothing was on fire. There was only a few moments where I think, I'm going to have to throw this out the window, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. But it all worked out for the announcements. We've been working really hard-ish on the wiki. Thank you, Catherine, and everyone. But Catherine's done a serious session. Wiki is coming along nicely. We've pretty much got one of the nations looking good. I've added some extra bits to it. I reckon by next week we'll have something up. I did say 2 weeks ago. I said last week. I said I think 2 weeks, and I stick by that. I stick by it.
So this is the wiki for the new campaign.
I'll do some work on Calgoth tomorrow.
Yeah, fun this weekend.
I will do work on anything you give me because I am stuck at home. Yeah.
You're not doing online learning?
Well, we set the work in advance, so I basically just have to sort of be available to answer questions from the kids. But no, I'm not doing live lessons at the moment.
You're not having to go in?
Only once every 2 weeks because of the rota.
Wow.
Nice.
So I was in on Wednesday to supervise, and I'm going in not next Wednesday, but the one after to supervise.
No.
Lovely.
Madness.
There's only about maybe 12 kids coming in.
Wow. This is what I spent my entire day on.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a divide in like the schools that like have more resources to just throw into like.
Yeah,
it's going to be really bad.
They can't turn away anyone now who, if they say we want our kids to be in school.
Yeah, they can. I imagine we'll probably have an increase, so it might be more teachers coming in more often.
Yeah.
Let's have a D&D club for them.
I mean, that could be maths and English and drama.
Yeah, we're awesome to play second edition, then it's definitely maths.
Oh, God.
So what's his armor class? And my FACO is 17?
The horror.
Excellent. Shall we get on with this?
Yes.
Shenanigans? Argynvost stands. The fortress lives another day. The south wing still stands even with Red's attempts to totally and utterly destroy it under moonbeams and rumbling earth, but the foundations stood strong. The smell of blood and death litters the halls, though. Seems those who will put down cleanly and efficiently. A lot of dead outside and in. As you regroup, begin to lick your wounds inside the fort. After taking on Ashrot Blood Road. Hunter managing to get the last blow on. Realize the next step. Ravenloft. Seeing the Knight Commanders both dead, Sir Istevald badly wounded, and Casimir saying he was going to go back to his hovel. His reasoning, though slightly cryptic, equally. Were greeted by the sounds of footsteps and cheering voices from outside. Relief falls from Vistani. No, Valaki has arrived.
More
Vistani? the combined guard of the two burgomeisters plus family. They've asked they can offer any aid. Knights of the Silver Dragon. And that's where we'll take it up. So I think down towards the bottom was Constance with Sir Istibald plus Casimir was just leaving. Upstairs was pretty much everyone else, and I think some people were on the roof. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I was kind of in the middle because Casimir's
Yeah.
we've just
I
You
was
were in the middle.
treating the
Just
wounded,
empty.
whatever that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were in the tower, I think. So yeah, I'll be in there.
So if we start with Constance and Istibald, he's got his arm on your shoulder. In slowly, and you can see that every step is hurting him.
Yeah, I'm gonna prop him up.
His eye, from what you can see of it, looks pretty useless. Now that you've had a moment with him, you can see that one of the strikes that tore the eyebrow off has definitely hit the eye as well. And you wouldn't have seen anyone be able to heal such a wound.
Yeah.
Jackal might be able to, maybe Red in them, sure how extreme their powers are. Make it to the staircase where they made their stand, held the Vistani for how long. You're greeted by three figures which you recognize. Burgomeister of Valaki. Burgomeister of Kresk, and the Burgomeister of Kresk's wife. They all stand in reasonable amounts of armor. See, the Burgomeister of Kresk has a big grin across his face. He's a shorter man with darker skin wearing a ridiculous hat to keep himself warm.
I do like those hats. Is Red still wearing her hat that she got from Kresk?
On and off.
Been,
On
yeah,
and off,
that's been
yeah.
a regular part of your wardrobe in this.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, it's pretty regular. When she goes outside, she'll wear it.
Cute.
Oh yeah, did Ivan survive?
Yeah, Ivan's still
That's
alive.
the most important.
Nice.
He was, one of the guards who was on the roof
Ah.
fighting towards the end and then got knocked off the said roof.
We've all been there.
Yeah. But he pulled through.
Nice.
I'm going to help Sir Istibald get down the stairs to greet the newcomers. As the highest ranking knight here, he's probably in charge of, this area, not us. No. But, he can have this one thing.
You see, Vargas is looking around inside of the hall. Not so much notice the ground with the blood stains on it, or looking at this sort of grand entrance, like what would have been a grand entrance at one point. Dimitri and his wife Anna, as they similar. Vargas. I had heard stories of this place. Was worth the war.
I would have loved to see it in its glory days.
Perhaps you still can. Well done.
It was a high cost to pay, but one more figure off the board at least.
You see, Dimitri looks seriously towards you for a second. Onions. They all.
I'm not sure I've seen all of them yet because some of them have been on the roof. So
we all grouped together at.
Yeah, you had a little tiny regroup and then we'll kind of split up again.
Yeah,
when we killed the big vampire.
Yeah. Okay. Logistically, I'm going to go with your interpretation because I'm terrible at remembering where everybody is. Are we in the place? Okay. As far as I know, but the Knights of this order have paid a heavy cost. Both of their knight commanders did not survive the fight.
James. See, Ivan dusting himself off a little bit. It's a bit worse for wears, but makes his way in. The guard, Fresk. Dimitri and Anna both give him a nod. Glad you survived. Wife would be. I did not you back alive. Perhaps. But she probably would have killed me again first. Kind of nod towards each other, mutual respect. You will have me back, my Burgermeister. I had to do this. See, Dimitri Leskov looks at him for a second. Of course, my friend. I understand you had this. Come back. And various others from Valaki start streaming their way in. Mainly some guards. You see one of the Hunter brothers. Evgeny?
Evgeny. Yeah.
Evgeny?
Is he the one that you played, Kat?
He was me, yeah.
Makes his way in. Gives you all a little nod. As do various other local hunters and guards from the town. Anyone else who wants to have been making their way down into the main hall can be there now as well.
Yep.
Casimir, while all this is going on, kind of just stands there a bit awkward. Really, what to say? Who?
I pat him on the back with a bloody paw. And I basically say, good to see you're still here.
Yes, we're all very glad you survived. Wow, that came out really sarcastic because I hate you, but I genuinely mean it.
Does anyone know what happened to the Ravens? We haven't been to check yet. Your family.
I'm going to kind of glance around at the large room full of people.
Red does not understand the social cue. This is completely natural for her.
Yep. We can talk about that later. Well, thank you for coming, everybody. I really appreciate that you decided to risk the night and the battle for us and for the knights.
You see two of the guards that some of you recognise, Lars and Valok. The two guards who met you at the first gate when you originally went into Valok. Those two?
Mm-hmm.
just give you nods, and again, looking at awe of this massive hall.
I don't really know who speaks for the Knights of the Silver Dragon now. Sir Istval? Maybe you? You're a dragon paladin, right?
Thematically similar, therefore.
Closest we've got.
Kind of looks Sir Istval up and down and be like,
He looks at his fucking state. He really does.
don't think he can talk for them right now.
How many of them survived?
A good handful. They're all upstairs in the tower, aren't they? Being
chilling.
touched by the cool.
Less than 10.
Less than 10. Oh, great. Cool. We started with 22. That's not bad.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, less than 10 is quite a vague statement. 1 is less than 10.
None is less than 10.
I mean, let's not rule out fractions here.
Yeah, I'm assuming 9.
Yeah.
Let's roll a dice and see.
Let's be optimistic.
Let's not.
Roll a d10.
No.
Actually don't.
Roll a d22.
Now I will.
You are actually rolling a d22.
Hang on, we know that 2 of them died. It has to be just a d20.
That's true. No, really? Because
No,
I know the 2 of them. We know 2 of them died, but were the 2 included in the 22?
I don't know. I mean, who cares? We didn't name any of the others.
I did.
Don't get names now.
Oh no.
Mr. Vault,
Of course you would.
No.
Oh my god.
Here I
That
am.
one does not count.
Catherine,
That
please
one
stop
doesn't
rolling
count.
ones.
What are you doing?
I'm going to use my lucky feet. None of them
My
died.
healing is not that bad.
you see, Istavold pumps himself up, stands up straight.
Oh, I know why.
Welcome to Argynvost. I will speak for these knights until they push someone forwards as a new commander. You know me. My name is Sir Istavold.
Hannah pushes him forward.
No!
Like slightly just forward. It's like someone pushed you forward, Sir Istavold.
Are you pushing me forward as well? Because I'm holding him up.
Absolutely.
Shunting us forward for no reason. Like, the man is injured. I will give
all
Hunter
injured.
a pointed look.
There's a kitchen, place to rest, but we should clear the dead. 2 Burgermeisters both nod and start ordering the majority of their guard to kind of dig in graves and cleaning and getting rid of stuff. And understand they plan to build like a mass grave for the Vistani.
Yeah.
And honoured in the actual graveyard behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silverware.
I'm going to help Sir Istavold move to the chapel. If we can clear the way and sit him down in one of the pews there as like a...
As you get there, you can see this is definitely one of the places they made a point of entrance.
Yeah.
Wrecked. All smashed inside. The windows are gone. The altar's smashed in. This is the door is completely off its hinges in here.
I'm going to attempt to tidy up. Do I roll?
Roll tidy.
I have got the proficiency tidy skill.
Sleight of hand.
That's when you
Not
shove it all
well.
under the carpet.
How did they possibly roll 2 crit fails at once?
Tidy up.
Oh wow.
That's got to be way too.
Why are you rolling sleight of hand to tidy up? You've just
Because she's trying to...
It's quite a
put
small
furniture
dustpan.
She's trying to put it
Putting it
underneath
under
the
the-
rug.
It's a small dustpan and a small brush.
Trying to hide it.
I'm just gonna
No, I
hide this
haven't.
body behind this curtain.
Look, D20, you rolled a 1.
How can I possibly have rolled
Because
2 ones?
it's probability and it happens.
But I've never rolled 2 fucking crit successes, have I?
Well, there you go. Cameron got a
How
crit.
are we only getting all or nothing? How is
Ones
this
and
possible?
20s, that's all we can do tonight.
Don't roll my sleight of hand for me.
Don't roll your sleight of hand at all.
This is a weird.
Yeah, you make your way
This
into
is
the
a
chapel.
Quality game tonight.
Find a place to sit and rest.
Mine, by the way.
He does the classic kind of old man sigh as he sits down. You see that he keeps his left leg straight as he kind of does. He doesn't bend it at the knee. He just kind of keeps it straight and sitting at a slightly awkward drawing angle. You see his armor dented in various places. Some of the straps have been cut, and it's been almost like pried open in certain areas as well.
Elian kind of eyes him thoughtfully when he thinks Aristval isn't looking. Like, comparing, sort of tallying up all his injuries and the way they'll affect him going forward, and then he sort of gets a kind of a thoughtful look on his face and kind of just ponders to himself for a minute. The unkind might say schemes.
He's going to take some serious healing to get back on his toes. And then will he ever be fully recovered? You're not sure. A lot of these are all made worse. Maybe Jakul is powerful enough with Red. They're both pretty strong.
That'd take some serious doing as well.
Yeah.
Red and Jakul, you both know that. It's going to take some power to fix him up. That eye, you're not sure.
We could try, Jakul. I have
No,
just about enough. I have just about enough energy left before I need to rest.
Depending on what we have, I could try and bring back one of the main knights. I have enough power for that.
Would you really just want to bring back one?
That's all I can manage, which I probably is not a good idea.
How long after
don't
they
think one would
died is
probably be a good idea.
that effective, Jakul?
I think he's
He's frozen.
frozen.
Oh
He's
no.
He's just thinking. He's thinking.
It's not
he's
me.
thinking.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Fine.
He's moving.
back.
He's moving.
Oh, sorry. My internet is unstable. A few
Aren't we
days.
all? Then maybe.
Are you saying this within earshot of Istebald?
Sure, why not? Oh, but I
Sorry, I'm back. 10 days.
Damn.
Strong.
I missed what you said.
I think mine is 1 minute.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I need
happy.
like
one now or one tomorrow.
I don't know if I have enough resources as well. I need diamonds worth 500 GP as well. I
we've
think
got a
we
ton of
used a
gems,
lot of
haven't we?
our.
We just
Diamonds,
killed all
you've
the
got-
Yeah, but we
diamonds.
used a lot
There
of
are
our
gems, but
diamonds.
not 500 gold pieces. I think you've maybe got one left.
Well, the Vistani are all gone, so we might as well go raid their stores.
Vistani
Yeah.
aren't all gone. Some of the Vistani withdrew. They took the bodies from the roof. So we'll probably see them again.
You just see like a slight snarl come up. Oh,
Not,
good.
Alien-
not an enemy to think about now.
No. Jakul, maybe it's worth coming back after we free this land to do it then. When there's no it's not
Yeah, this.
it's not nice out there when you're dead.
Yeah.
Maybe once we free the land, then they'll know there's a choice between coming back to life and going on to where they're actually supposed to be, and they'll get to make that choice.
Yes. That is a fair point. and I think we'll need all the strength we can get for the fight ahead.
Yep.
I'm gonna continue treating the other knights, however many we have that are still alive, and
there's 8.
8
8 survived. Held up in the top of the tower. Last stand. Some of them are wounded. So if you want to spend some time just sort of patching them up. So yeah.
That's my focus. The suit of armor, what's that doing?
It stood with them, guarding them.
Okay. Can we communicate with that suit of armor, or is it just kind of?
Can you?
There? I'll
just
try
stood there with them.
I'll try giving it basic requests for, like, getting water and stuff like that to help me with treating the knights, and see if it follows the requests.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Those downstairs, anyone to do anything?
I will try and find have a quiet word with Red in a corner away from out of earshot from everybody else, if she'll let me kind of draw her over in a private direction.
Yeah, she'll go over with him.
Red, my family's nature is a big secret to them.
Can you just pump your microphone?
How's that?
Yeah, good.
Red, my family's nature is a big secret to them. They wouldn't want it talked about openly.
Right, but we need to find them, don't we?
Even more, please, Matt. Sorry, even more.
Better?
Yeah, that's better.
Cool, okay. They flew away before the battle started.
The vampires went after them. The 2 bats, they went after them. I wasn't able to stop them. They came back. I don't know whether they caught up with them.
Fuck. Okay. I will.
Give me an hour, and I'll be back.
I'll send them as I have enough magic left to do ascending. Wait a moment, I'll find out. Elian starts to chant, and little pinpricks of light pick out on him, and then sort of move forward to form a kind of an almost sort of wireframe outline of his head and shoulders. He leans into it and says, "Erwin, I've just heard you were chased by vampires. Are you alive? Are you all right? Do you need help? Answer me, please." And then he'll kind of push it away from him, and it will vanish off into the distance. And he'll wait anxiously for a response.
You get a message back. You live. Good. Come back.
Yay. That's what we want.
One less thing to worry about.
That didn't answer any of the questions.
Doesn't matter.
But I assume they're okay.
The immediate eye roll was beautiful.
Did they respond back?
Yes. Erwin didn't really answer any of the questions I asked him, but the fact that he answered says they're okay, and they're coming back here. So I can, I don't know, educate him about how to answer questions in person, which would be nice.
The important thing is that they're okay.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that was a brief moment of terror.
She will very she'll pause for a moment and then very like awkwardly like put a hand on his, like trying to sort of like do the gesture. She's only seen other people do that gesture to try and like, but she knows that it's meant to be a comforting thing. Not quite like that, but sort of like if his hand's there, she sort of like holds on.
Fingertips.
She doesn't quite know, because she doesn't do it, but she knows that people do it to sort of be like, it's okay.
Elian looks at it like it takes him a moment to work out what's going on. And then he kind of smiles and he pats her on the shoulder a bit. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I know what it's like to lose family. I'm glad that yours are safe. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go find somewhere to rest.
Yeah, I think we could all do with a bit of rest. Although there is something I need, well, there's several somethings I need to do first. Rest well.
I hope the spell works tomorrow. I've never cast it before. So I hope I'm able to get us all there on time.
The rest of your magic has been exceptionally effective and reliable, Red.
Thank you.
In your hands will be fine. It will do what it needs to do. And then maybe we can finally bring some reckoning to this. Make an end of it.
Yes. I have several things I'd like to say and do to Strahd before he leaves this world.
I will hold your hat.
Thank you. And she'll give him a little nod, and then she's going to find somewhere warmer and comfier to try and sit down and meditate for a bit. Gather her thoughts back up.
Is there anything anyone wants to do? So there's various guards and whatnot from Aleki running around.
Is going to search the main vampire's bodies. Or at least any equipment. He's gonna
one of them got away, I think.
We don't have any bodies.
Okay, well,
they like sorted them.
They turned into mist.
He's going to search all the Fastani bodies.
Yeah, you find a lot of arrows, a lot of...
Sorry, can I just say before Hunter takes them all, that Bronwyn went to go arrow hunting while she never joined you downstairs. She was going to go arrow hunting while you were doing everything that's just happened.
Roll a d20. High is good, low is bad.
Well, based on my experience so far tonight, we're going one way or the other.
Oh, hey, watch out.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm happy for you to find
18
all
arrows?
but one arrow.
Cool.
As you spend some
What about
time
their arrows?
searching.
They had some skilled archers. Did the skilled archers not have special arrows?
I asked that last week.
A lot of
their own?
silver-tipped arrows. No, nothing magical. There are some silver-tipped arrows for
How
sure.
many?
Ooh.
Oh, 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cheers for the sub. Watcha.
You're gonna share with the other archer in the party?
We haven't spoken yet. None of you have seen Bronwyn since the start of this session.
See, Samir stood near Istibald still as he rests, or Istibald is sit, leg outstretched. Ask you again. Release me. Now is not the time, Casimir. Let us rest and then we'll... see Casimir making main front door.
Wow, that looked awkward.
Bronwyn, while you are picking up arrows outside, you would see cloaked Casimir in a way along the path.
Right then.
You could probably get at least 3 shots off before he made it to cover.
No, she wouldn't. She just let him go.
I mean, seriously, like at least 1 in the buttock.
No.
No.
Sees him and then just turns away.
Jekyll,
Mhm.
most of the wounds on these are multiple arrow wounds. You think you've got everyone stable, no one is going to die from this. Just
Okay.
probably some rest would be good for them now. They look wary, tired.
Yeah, I'll focus on just keeping them stabilized and
Yeah, there's none which you think are going to
tell them all to get rest up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
spend
I'll
some
tell them to
time
rest up and
still
there's-
looking after them.
Yeah, and there's people here to keep watch, so they should rest. And then I'll go find the others to try and plan what we're going to be doing now.
Yeah, you make your way back downstairs.
I'll also tell them that they need to. Well, no, it's fine. No, I'll leave it. Rest, and then I'll go down. Yeah.
Those who are sort of healthy start helping with the others, preparing the dead. Is there anything anyone wants to do?
If I could, I'd like to corner Constance and Jakul for a quick chat.
Yeah. I'm
Princess.
coming to chat, so it's happy.
So, Sir Istval is, if I read him right, and correct me if I'm wrong, Constance, he's going to insist on coming to Ravenloft with us.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
And he is going to get killed,
Yes, he is.
and he will certainly slow us down, and he will maybe get us killed too.
That's if we're all going in the same direction.
Sure. But the alternative is, I think, he goes off in a different direction and gets killed.
I mean, if you want to say it like that, sure. But
I mean,
to the point. What?
well, he could take over here, rebuild the order.
Oh.
We lost Matt.
Matt disagrees
Hi,
so
Matt.
much.
Oh, hello, Matt.
Just leaves in disgust.
It's a good thing you got me to leave and join again.
Sorry, I missed all of that.
Okay. Istval is going to insist on coming
Yeah,
to
my
Ravenloft with
internet's
us.
really bad right now.
He is probably going to get killed
Mhm.
and or get us killed. Was the initial summary.
Okay. Yes.
He could take over here, rebuild the order, and that way,
Yeah.
even if we fail, there will still be a bastion of a good aligned order of paladins in Barovia to support the people of Vallaki, the people of Kresk, the people of Barovia town. He
Yeah.
won't
That makes sense. I think.
he won't want to do that unless the order survivors ask him to.
So we convince them to request it of him.
Yep. If we think it's a good idea.
It sounds like a good idea to me. I haven't seen any of the people from the order wanting to step forward and take charge in this situation, so I think they would be accepting or amenable to it. They fought with him, so they know how experienced he is, and he seems to follow their similar oaths.
What do you think, Constance?
I don't know if that's what he wants to do. And as you say, he will want to come with us and he'll want to die in the attempt.
Yes.
Who are we to stop him?
It's all well and good for him to come with us, but we are initially intending to be somewhat sneaky, and
Yes.
I feel he would be detrimental in that aspect.
That's true, but
I think this also kind of depends on what our plan is. Our initial plan was to have the knights attack the castle and be a distraction. Are we still wanting to go that route?
There's 8 of them. That's
That's
not
half
a
as many as there
distraction,
were
it's a
before.
Snack.
Exactly. So our plan has obviously changed.
yeah.
But-
If that's the case, then the best thing for him to do is to stay here with the knights, and as you say, but I don't want to what's the phrase? Oh no, I can't remember any words anymore. Oh no, the English language has deserted me.
Make his
Very
choice
hard.
for him.
Both of you spoke at once, and that did not help. Say it in half orc. Oh, I'll totally be able to just do that. Thanks.
That's
There
not
isn't
even
a
a
common
language.
version.
I don't want to rule out, that's the phrase, rule out the possibility of him being used. At this point, that is a good idea. However, we need to figure out what we're going to do next before we start ascribing people to a life of the future of the realm. We need to do what we're going to do next.
Well,
It's all very well planning 10 years worth of usefulness here, but
I mean,
this works out first.
not to put too fine a point on it or anything, and you are right that we need to decide what we're doing, but we, broadly speaking, know that we're going to Ravenloft tomorrow, so if we're going to plan anything to do with the next 10 years, we need to do it now. Maybe then, I know Red is currently meditating, but if we gather where she has gone to meditate and talk about our plans, she could probably contribute to the discussion if she wanted to. Shall we convene the 6 of us then?
I think that would be
Sounds-
better then.
Yeah, sounds like the best choice.
Has anyone seen Bronwyn?
No, not recently.
I'll go take a look around outside.
Where do we gather?
Wherever Red ended up.
Where's Red?
Found a nice cozy hole
Okay,
above the kitchen.
above the kitchen. Okay.
There is.
I'll go see if I can find Bronwyn, and if there's trouble, I will scream very loudly in a panicked fashion. That will be our secret signal for come and save me.
I think, yeah, sounds good.
Will you grab Hunter on your way up?
Yep.
Bronwyn, you're just fetching the ones from outside. You made
Yeah.
long shots.
Yeah, she's just tidying
you
up
do-
what she can find.
Do a good job, and you cover most of your
Yep.
one.
I will pop outside and see if I can find her.
too much.
Yeah,
Elian.
he's not stealthing.
Bronwyn,
Hmm?
we're getting together to discuss strategy. Will you come join us?
Yeah, coming. Have you got your arrows back?
No, not yet.
There's some silver ones here, and she'll hand over half of the ones she's found.
He takes them a little bit gingerly at first, and then kind of pulls a slight face. This is weird.
Do you not want them?
No, I do want them. It's just it always used to sting. Silver, I mean, just holding it.
Well, they might come in useful.
Yeah. Are you all right?
Where are we meeting?
Oh. Upstairs, first floor.
And off she goes towards the first floor.
Do you invite Istavold?
No. Leave them where he is.
You convene back on the first floor. Smaller spaces, but it's quite cozy in here now. Bronwyn and Elian would arrive last, so if there's anything anyone wants to talk about before they get there,
Behind our
Junie.
backs.
You want to
Red
gossip
was
about
all-
us?
Was sat on the floor meditating, so she's had her eyes closed until someone brings her back.
Did Hunter manage to loot anything from the Vistani corpses that are there?
Oh, the corpses. Oh yeah, I'll go over. I'll do like a big loot of money and bits and bobs that you've got.
Would I have seen Casimir leave?
Yeah, been
I
away.
would have followed him.
You follow him?
I'd have followed him.
Yeah. Sneak after
Yeah.
him, or
Sneak
just
No, like hunting him.
Oi, oi.
give me a stealth roll.
You're very luminous.
You were then.
It's gone. It's gone now.
It's the light bounce.
Just light up when we talk about Casimir.
11.
There.
What's going on? Hang on, I think there is something broke here because that's ridiculous.
That's double 11s. We've got double everything.
Yeah.
Double 20, double 11.
I got 11.
I'm just gonna roll a couple just to see what happens. Just random things.
Yeah, I've had normal stuff as well. I think it's just luck.
Yeah. It's just doubles day.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, he
Just don't do sleight of hand. That's the answer.
0. So many zeros.
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 rolls 0.
Yeah, you're trailing after him. He's making his way cautiously down the road, out and then up north.
It's north the right direction for his hovel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's going by the track, yeah. How long do you follow him for?
I'm kind of pondering as I go. Like, because he's heard the conversations where his oath wasn't relieved.
Mm-hmm.
He was asked to stay. And he is leaving the group for no reason. I think in Hunter's head is he about to do us again? I think he'll pick up speed.
You see, as he makes his way up the path, instead of going the long way round, coming back on himself, he takes a more direct route. He ventures into the forest.
Oh, perfect. Carries on following him.
He's not particularly going quick, but he's not going slow. He's going faster than like your group speed, but he's not going crazy fast.
So I'm definitely quicker than he is.
Ah, yeah, sure.
I'm going to catch up with him.
Make yourself known to him or not?
As known as I'd like to be, like I'd just basically follow him until he's aware that I'm behind him, basically.
There's a point where he's going through some dense forest, and as you go through it following him, you can't see him anymore.
Can I hear him? Crit.
Oh.
Oh, nothing here tonight.
Yep.
You can. You're aware of him before he says anything, and then you'd immediately hear a voice. Why are you following?
Why are you leaving us again?
Are we just to ask each other questions? Is that what
Following you
this
because I don't trust you, Casimir. Like you don't trust me.
stench is all over?
So there's a lot of blood and death.
Yes.
And if you're talking about my mother, she is no longer my mother.
If you say so.
Why'd you leave?
I'd like to sleep in tonight. Some things I'd like to later.
I don't know what our plan is, and nor do you.
Back.
I'm going to kill him. Strahd.
I thought that was an OC comment.
Sure. All together, kill it. The end of this nonsense will be. There'll be a parade, maybe some flowers.
I don't want a parade. I don't want flowers.
The sun will come up, and some people will cheer. Wash all that blood.
No.
It will just run away like it's not there.
This blood will always be on my hands.
Who wants to take over? To take its place.
Hannah will just...
Should lead these people.
Well, I was told to make a new pact. Hannah will put like his pawry hand out, as in like to do a shake. You best come back in the morning, Casimir. Or else it'll be your blood on my hands.
Score to settle.
His hand still out. Make an oath of it then.
Strahd dead. To all we settle it.
Fine.
Stench brings every crook towards us. To rest in my arms one last time.
Does he take my hand?
Of course not.
Fine. Have a good rest.
Yes, you too. You're tired.
Far from it. As I kind of turn and sprint.
Turns and continues on his.
Is it like how a toddler's like, I'm really good at running?
I'm
like
tired.
And then-
Naruto run with the arms behind him.
Slightly
Look how
further down
fast
the
I
road,
am!
he just
I'm
bumps
so
into
fast!
something and falls flat.
You make your way back. So those who went and found Red, you have some time before Elian and Bronwyn make it back if you want to bitch about them, and Hunter as well.
Oh, you're so kind.
That's an opportunity.
Hmm.
Apparently, no one wants to bitch.
We're
So
clearly loved, Catherine.
It's good to know.
Characters are
Good to know.
adored.
Red is meditating. She does not know anyone's there yet. No one's spoken to her, so she's still deep in a trance.
Bronwyn and Elian, you would make your way there. You would see everyone just in kind of quiet contemplation as you Red resting.
I think we're all kind of resting at this point.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of chilled in this space.
Eerie company.
Mm.
Elian will kind of find a spot, lean against the wall, take a small little lap drum, and just very gently tap out some rhythms that manage to be kind of restful and soothing, like he's playing a song of rest. So we should talk about tomorrow, the 6 of us.
Yes.
Red, can you hear us?
She'll sort of jolt with her eyes open.
Sorry.
Yes, I can hear you. She looks drained, like there is not an ounce of energy left in her.
I know we're all tired, but time is probably going to be of the essence tomorrow when the morning comes.
Already morning.
Thank you, Hunter.
That is not there yet, is it?
And yet,
And yet, the pedantic nature of him just walks through the room.
In the middle of the forest, you just hear him go, "For any morning."
I like to think that's how he announced his arrival, by correcting somebody
Yeah,
on a really picky detail.
It's already morning.
What time is it? Because I can never remember.
10-11.
We've been awake a long time.
Too long. So, Jakul,
Yes.
talk sensibly about tactics. I'm very tired.
Am I supposedly the most sensible here?
No, you're the person that's sitting in front of me.
Okay.
You're the one who made the maps.
Yes.
Yeah,
please.
It's true. You've seen the maps.
Show us the
I'll-
maps.
pull them out and lay them out in front of everyone so everyone can see the maps, which you can all now see.
They're all made from the mock-up of Ravenloft, aren't they? That we destroyed in order to find out information.
And the stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we found the sword from it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find them, but you guys just sent a lot of gifs of butts to each other.
Listen, we were talking about how
But-
good everyone's ass is going to look after all the stairs in Ravenloft.
There are so many stairs.
So many stairs. This party, you're going to have killer thighs and killer glutes.
Do you want me to send them again?
Hunter,
No, I've got them.
Hunter looks at them all and like really quickly, and then just sits back down.
They're like a top-down picture of the building, Hunter.
I know what a map is.
Okay, just checking.
Also, I have the Wanderer feature from Outlander. So you have an excellent memory of maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. So I've now seen a map. I'm now like, cool. I
Now
know
you
where
can
it
all
is.
be like, I'm in a castle.
No, I know the whole layout. If I have the map, it's gone into my memoir.
I mean,
Technical term. Memra.
memoir.
The first thing that I need
Member.
to know is where am I taking us, if that is still the plan? Where in Ravenloft will be the safest place for me to disengage the spell?
From what I can see of
Parameters a
these
bit.
maps,
Sorry. Sorry, Jacob, didn't mean to yell over you then.
Yeah. The-
What are the parameters for the spell? Like, are we able to enter in a high place?
10 people or 10 creatures. Nothing mundane can harm us, but equally we cannot do anything else other than move. We will, I don't know the word for it, like mist or smoke. We will take that form.
So we'd need to go in through an open window. We couldn't open one ourselves.
Or go up to
Not
the
be able to open
battlements.
one, but any gap we could theoretically go through.
If we'd managed to keep one of those vampires alive, we could have killed it and then followed its mist form back.
We barely managed to kill them, Jakul.
Yeah.
There are battlements, aren't there, and ramparts, so that's
Mhm.
another place where we can aim for.
And there's
From-
links to them
Yeah.
on the second floor that look open at least.
Yeah.
It
From
depends
our
whether we want
knowledge
to
of-
start further down and go up, or whether we want to start further up and go down.
Well,
From our knowledge of the vampires, when they go back into mist form, how long does it take for them to regenerate themselves?
Bronwyn, you would know that they've got to make it back with a specific time. I think it's 2 hours back to their coffin, otherwise they deaded.
Mhm.
And then they've got to rest and then back on.
Rest for how long?
Long rest.
Okay. Because as soon as that vampire is restored, he's going to tell Strahd that we have the Sun Sword. And it would be better if we can keep that.
Don't have
J-
much choice about that,
Right.
Jakul. We can't go
Jakul.
until we've rested.
I'm just
You-
thinking of timing wise, like if will know or not.
Jakul, you are naive if you think that Strahd wasn't watching that battle one way or another.
yeah.
He knows. He already knows. But we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that needed to be
We
done.
would never have beaten the general without that sword.
Yes, hopefully this mist travel will be a surprise for him, if nothing else. From looking at the maps I've seen, there are stairs that don't have an area that they lead to.
There are stairs on the ground floor that go down despite there not being anything in the model. Below the ground floor, we've lost him again, haven't we?
We have.
Mm.
Oh, no, maybe not.
All right. Yeah, it just
We were
keeps
to-
timing out. I don't know why.
We were talking about
Yeah.
stairs on the ground floor that go down.
Stairs
despite
down,
them
yeah.
not being- yeah.
Yep.
So,
there are hidden or non-planned rooms.
I mean, I guess it depends on whether we're hitting the wedding or whether we're planning on trying to methodically search the entirety of Castle Ravenloft.
I think our plan is that we need to find his coffin first, and then slay him, and then end him in the coffin. Unless we're hoping to do the same as we did to his general and burn him up in the sunlight.
Can everyone give me a perception who's on look, paying attention to it? So I'm guessing probably Red.
Yeah, 17.
25.
Right.
Everyone knows.
I'm just gonna check.
Oh, it was average.
Constance thought. Constance loves the wall that she's looking at. What a great wall this is.
Red.
Mhm.
You're aware that when you came into here to rest, there was no one at the door. Now have a guard at the door.
It's kind of them.
Does it smell human?
Oh,
Just gonna
How
wander
close
up
is
and
it?
stick your nose in it.
anything else other than human? Anything mixed in there? Vampire?
Sweat.
I'm just wondering if it's the armor or if it's an actual person.
I think it's a person.
Cool.
Something a little bit off, but hand on it.
Hannah just opens
Red
the door.
will communicate with. She noticed that Hunter also noticed, so she's going to telepathically communicate with him first and say, "I think we should speak in quieter tones. We're being listened to." And then she will say that to Constance as well.
Did Hunter just open the door?
And Elliot.
Hannah just goes opens the door.
You're letting the cold in.
And
And
warm.
you've got fur and a solid coating of dried blood. You know there's a bath in the other room, right?
Elian,
What?
we're being listened to.
Who's
Okay.
outside?
Who's outside?
You make way out.
Yeah, who's outside? Who's the guard?
One of the guards, you can't remember particularly seeing them, but it's just lazily, a little bit too nonchalantly, just leaning against the wall.
A guard, as in like one of the knights, or one of the people who came with the.
One of the people who came.
One of the Valaki.
The Balakis.
Hmm.
Hmm.
They smell human.
Do we
We
recognize?
We're not connecting to the ULOP Twitch anymore. I don't know if it's the same for everyone.
I had to.
Too many people on internet.
It's still moving for me at least.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right for me.
I think we've logged our Twitch has crashed.
Oh,
Oh, my
Ah,
Twitch is in general being weird.
yeah, I think
yeah,
it
likewise.
is. I think it's
I think-
just too many people on the internet, maybe.
I think Twitch is just
Surely
having
that's
a
not a
moment.
thing.
I know a minute.
Like in the world.
Internet has a limited capacity of about 50 people at most. You know, that's how it
At
works.
at any one time.
At any one time. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
I
already
think-
taking up a fifth of the, internet space.
I think Twitch is just having a moment.
That's working for people.
Yeah.
Watch it can still be London internet. London internet, it's all been
London
used
internet.
up.
Yeah.
But we're not in London.
Yeah.
In England, mate.
Your internet comes to London and then out.
And gets thrown out from London.
Yeah, we've capped at 50 people. Yep.
yeah. It's the 50 people cap,
Yep. That famous internet 50 people cap.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
I can't comprehend it more than that.
No.
You got more than 50 people? Oof, no more internet for you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
Yeah, a smile goes across his face. Pretty generic face. He reaches up, takes off a very small cap. See like a tumble go down him. Comes a much older gentleman, hair pushed back, wearing quite a well-made leather jacket, coming down. Brown
I don't know Rick
trousers.
Darby though, since I don't know him.
I don't so.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
yes.
Yeah, no, you've
I
met
was
you've
there
met
when
Tavia,
he.
yeah.
we
Yeah.
met. Right.
Glasses, cane, book side now. Large, kind of double-breasted, doublet-style coat.
As she sees that transformation, just because she's like still in fight mode, immediately like flame comes into Red's hand.
Yeah, Hunter's like about to pounce. Like,
can we all see this, or is it just the ones who've gone to the?
Well, he's now
Door.
gone to go open the door. Red's
the
still
door.
sort of sat
Yeah,
down.
is it visible from the room?
You would be very aware instantly that something's happened.
Sure.
Hey, what's going on?
What is Victavio?
Oh.
I don't know his real name.
Let him in.
Kind of Hunter will step back and kind of a flamey claw will point towards the door.
It's
You want
Van
him-
Richt.
Van Richt.
But you didn't want us saying your name.
Makes his way in.
We sort of sailed that ship, if you recall.
Yeah, no, I wanted to bring it up.
That is why. Why did you send me a message, Elliot?
Well, it was a group decision, actually, but we wanted to see if we could...
I'm sorry, did the group cast that spell towards me, or did you? So why did you send me a message?
Am I going to get to finish the sentence?
Is this the way you want to play it?
No, I just don't like it when you shout at me.
I don't like it when danger.
Oh, I'm sorry. What actually? You know what? Nope.
Are you going to play dumb with me?
No.
Is that what this
I'm going
is?
to- what
Do you
I'm going
not
to do
think
is
you put my
answer your-
life in danger? Is
What
that
I'm
not
going
what
to
you
do
think
is
here?
answer your question.
So let me get this straight. You cast that message
Or not.
because you weren't putting my life in danger, or you were? Or are you an imbecile?
Sometimes I think all three. We wanted to try and lure Strahd out of position so we could ambush him.
And you
We had
used me as bait.
Well, your name. Yeah. You presumably understood the part of the message that we built in to tell you that it was a
Bait.
deliberate trap, yes?
But then I thought, bro. Didn't think, didn't you?
Well, someone once taught me that you can use people as bait.
Hi, Kelly. So you
Sure.
did put part of the message into war.
I did.
Error.
God's sake.
Hunter's just there behind him.
Does anyone else want to, just have a stab at my heart tonight? Go for it.
We were hoping
Was that Bronwyn or
hoping that you would
Catherine?
understand.
A bit of
and-
both.
It's okay. He's only gone home to sleep.
We're dealing with Van Richt right now, Hunter.
Oh. 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 Anyway, yeah. Didn't work, but we thought at the time it was worth a shot, and it would have been if it weren't for, you know, a stack of circumstances.
There's many pieces off the board now, though.
Blood Rose won't be an issue anymore.
Nor will Rahadin. As he kind of looks at his hands that are just like caked in blood.
Just because you're up close and personal, you take credit for everything.
Taking credit.
What do you want rid of?
Do I want?
You're here for a reason.
I believe your plan did work, slightly.
Oh?
You pulled Strahd away from what he was doing.
And what was he doing?
Do you know where I was when you cast that message?
Nope.
No.
Well, let's just say that Strahd did not have to go far to intercept it. Right in saying you...
Of the castle?
We showed you the map. You took a copy of the map.
see it.
I thought you had the map. We
Just show him.
Sorry, yeah.
Just show him.
Show him.
Yeah.
I'll show you again. Here it is.
Someone's got married. What?
Someone got married.
Yeah, Vivi's my wife's watching a
Bridgeton?
TV series. Yes, it is Bridgeton.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Don't even start
Kill
because
me.
you kill everyone.
Yeah, let's move on past the topic of
Yeah.
Bridgerton
Yeah,
before
let's
the
move
costume
on.
explosion happens.
I'm about to die over here.
Only
Um,
watched 2 episodes.
Well, someone's getting married. That's all
Yeah.
we know. You know.
We can just move on. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So
I've explored some of the top
I think it's kind of expected and something like that.
of Revenant. It's a treacherous place.
what can you tell us?
In the tower, there is something. And get close to it.
In which tower? The
He points to
big
the tower.
circle in the middle.
Yeah, where there's just a staircase going nowhere.
Oh right. So yeah. When you say something, any idea what?
It's guarded.
What by?
Vampires.
Adults? Spawn?
To say. It's important to him.
Perhaps.
What about these stairs down? I'll
Hang
point to the
on.
bottom floor.
Jakul. Red.
He
was
doesn't
in
know
the
what
middle.
else is there.
Yeah. But Red was in the middle of talking.
Oh, sorry.
Well, what else would Strahd want to protect so much?
Sure.
Could it be his
Coffin.
coffin?
Doubt it.
But yeah, why keep it in a tower? Surely, if you wanted to protect something, you put it further down. You put it under the ground.
That's what I thought, but I couldn't get.
There is a possibility we could, if we're careful, could take some time to see more of the castle whilst I use my spell.
Will we be invisible, or will? Do you
Not
mean?
quite. We will be very similar, if not the same, as what the vampires look like. Will be as if mist or smoke.
Oh.
Potentially, at a glance, it may simply look like another vampire coming home. I've never done this spell before, though, so all I know is simply from learning. But it could be possible to try and see some more of the areas that are closed off to us.
It's your decision.
We are protected from usual attacks. Magic, however, would affect us.
What
And I
about?
believe it will take me a small amount of time to put us back into our physical forms. Perhaps a minute.
That's quite a long time if somebody's.
We don't want to be
Spells
forced to
after.
change in the middle of battle.
No,
Mm.
we need to be able to change somewhere safe.
Do you know where Strahd is likely to be found?
Dare say with complete certainty I know exactly what will be set times.
Oh,
Yeah, at his wedding.
She'll be at
Surely.
his wedding. It is simple.
right. Where is that?
Chapel. Shall mark it.
Oh, it's this big thing at the top.
Big thing at the top. Yeah.
Sort of the kind of the rounded oblong with the block coming out the top of it.
Didn't manage to make it in,
First and
but
second
he's
floor.
preparing something grand.
Good.
Bless you, Van.
Salute.
Is there any sign of the bride? Has she arrived at Ravenloft?
This is why he came back. Maybe. I have reason to believe that he has turned her.
Already.
Shit.
It's worse. She is guarded by some kind of amber giant.
Oh, for God's sake.
Of course he gave her the golem.
Of course he did.
Which means
Kashmir
she'll
is
have the control
such a
rod.
detriment to.
I'm just
That is why I have come here to warn you.
The
beaten once before.
amber giant is a shield golem that Casimir recovered from the Amber Temple.
I shouldn't have given it back to him.
You told him to keep it safe.
Yeah, he
The whole
didn't.
idea of keeping this safe is keeping his sister safe, that he killed in the first place.
Do we know if he still had the thing when he just commanded the golem to be with her? Or
No, he handed it over.
he handed
He
it.
would
He
have-
had
she
control,
had
so
total
presumably he
control.
gave it over to her.
Yeah.
Great. It's good.
Well, he's home. He'll be back tomorrow, apparently, with us.
She was scouring Ravenloft. That is why I left quick.
Scouring Ravenloft for what? For you?
Sure. And but presume.
Look, I'm sorry, Bronwyn, but we need to discuss this. If Casimir learns that his sister has been turned,
He will betray us.
I don't think we can count on his loyalty. I don't
he's
think
not-
we can
he's
count
not-
on him not switching sides.
We've lost him. He's gone.
We said he will be back.
What?
I spoke with him in the forest.
That's news
Is
to
him?
me.
He
He told me he was going for good.
He asked Sir Istval to release him from his oath in the chapel, and Sir Istval said, "We'll talk about this later," or words to those effect.
He made that oath to me, supposedly.
Yeah, he's sort of a law unto himself when it comes to this sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
I'll go to him tonight. Talk to him. You will
You-
need to sleep. I don't.
Well,
Well, not as much.
not to put too fine a point on it, Bronwyn, but what are you hoping to achieve?
Keep him there. Not have him come with us.
I think we can achieve that by leaving before he arrives.
Does
Making him
Casimir not
update.
move with incredible speed?
He does. But he himself said he did not want to come with us. So I can let him, well, following his oath, say that he does not need to come with us. We can simply say that we do not wish to put him in that situation and he can
Anyone
stay here.
who is paying loose attention. Great Rictavia. Van Richten, can you give me insight on
Yeah, I'd definitely be watching him.
16.
18. I don't trust anyone.
20.
No, Red is absolutely not trusting him right now.
No.
12, but I
Bronwyn
really
is-
don't like him.
Yeah, Bronwyn is distracted.
Jakul and Hunter? He said that he left Ravenloft like an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's an incredible distance to in that.
How did you get here, Octavio?
Straight to it.
Wait.
Like-
At that, Constance is going to pick up a bit of rubble and throw it at him
Who?
to see if he's corporeal.
Ow,
watched, Thor
my
Ragnarok
feelings.
again.
No, it connects. You just like flick some stones at him.
One point of stone damage, please.
5 bludgeoning, 2 radiant.
Oh my god.
2 radiant.
Stop it!
What sort of stone was it?
No.
A
Cast
radiant
bless on it.
stone.
I like that my punches are radiant damage.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Natural
that's your 1d8 of radiant damage that you get from your radiant, I think. Yeah, that's what that is. Because all your
Yeah.
weapons, all your hits have radiant damage
Yeah.
because you're exemplar of stuff.
What's this little air quotes about?
Because you're not really godly, though,
Exemplar
are
of
you?
stuff.
You're
What
not
does that
godly,
mean?
are you? I'm trying to think of like because you just have radiant damage. Like you're so
I'm
gifted,
I'm
you've got
holy
radiant.
AF is what I am.
Yeah, but you're not though.
Well, I'm gonna punch you back
done
into
no,
the fucking-
you've done no godly things.
I prayed when we were in that.
Prayed
That was
really well.
religious.
really hard.
I can do religion.
Rolled some religious dice. It's all good.
You've detected good and evil a lot. That's you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm surprised you haven't done that. To be fair, like instantly.
I
on
was
move.
also very keen to redo the vows of the
You
old
were.
Knight Commanders.
Yeah.
Could it be a combined funeral and wedding?
Uh,
Guys now have
You
UAC and you're dead.
until death do you part?
Yeah, that extra 2 AC could have saved it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Johnny.
2 AC is a big thing.
Thanks. Anyone want to get married?
So we'll get married.
Let's all get married before we
Sorry, I
go.
think the caffeine's kicking in.
I want a haste ring.
That would be too
No,
much.
no.
That would be way overpowered.
Like a go
We
button.
have
ring of
wildly
haste.
derailed this conversation. You should
Sorry,
definitely
Adam.
get it
We're,
back
we're
on
giving
track.
Adam time to think. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Well,
It's
Adam's just
fine.
been hit by radiant damage. She's
I'm
now
hoping he's taking 7 points of damage off
Like,
Van Rick, to be honest.
It wasn't aimed to be like a headshot. It was aimed to like glance off a shoulder
but
to see if
anything
it
that
was.
To prove that he was physical.
He was physically
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I found a small pebble on the desk and.
Yeah, how did you get here?
Partially through stupidity. I was looking for somewhere to lie low, brave enough. Sneak in. I'd believed for a while Strahd had teleport out of Rev.
Mm.
And by chance I found she does.
Ooh.
Oh.
Where does he teleport to?
A green flame. I presumed it would take me somewhere else, but it took me to Valley. Side shop.
Oh.
Hmm.
Weird.
Not too
I mean,
It's on brand, I guess.
I
Yeah.
suppose you
He
kind of
wants
need
a new
source.
bed. He needs a new bed every now and then, you know?
I suppose it's a useful cover as well.
I'm sorry, I cannot bring myself to think of the ultimate evil of this realm as going shopping.
I want a new
Okay.
bed.
When he
It's
said-
only furniture he needs, so.
Have you ever met the coffin maker?
No, I don't think
I don't
so.
think so. He's not been in the market for any coffins.
Oh wait,
Have
No.
we met?
Oh.
Adam's doing a wiggly eyebrow. Was it Strahd's cover?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking he may be going to the coffin maker to get the bodies as they're placed in the coffins, and then there are no longer any bodies in those coffins.
I don't understand
Like,
what's going on.
serious
now.
question. Have we met the coffin maker before?
I don't
Don't think so.
No.
We
Like
haven't
during
figured
the
out-
whole time that all those dead were there, we never met anybody making coffins.
There
We
was a
stopped-
coffin maker. You didn't go and speak to them.
Or we
No.
didn't go speak to him. But have we seen anybody making coffins?
Yeah, they
Well,
had a lot of coffins
been-
for,
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
for when
and
all
did
the
we see
people were
anybody
dead.
making one.
Yes, you believe so.
Right. Hunter leaves and goes find
Wait.
Blackie and
Wait.
you can see if that person's with the group.
What?
Because then that's a spy walking around walking around.
Are you saying if you recognise any of the Valaki guards as
as
coffin
the,
makers.
as the
Coffin
coffin
maker.
maker.
Right. So the question is the coffin maker amongst the Valaki contingent?
Yes.
So I found
Yes.
written on the bottom of it was thus: cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire, orange to the castle peak, red if look is what you seek, green is to where the coffin hide. Assumed that would be some kind of sport. To indigo to the master's bride, blue ancient magic, yellow to that was a trap.
Hmm.
Has anyone ever told you sometimes overthink things?
Do you know what? I was going to say exactly the same thing then.
I
What was that? What was that other one? Ancient womb.
Magical.
Ancient Magic's womb.
Blue to Ancient Magic's womb.
Did you have a sense that
Rumors.
this was a two-way thing?
But as I was there, the opportunity to come and have a word. Our conversation is not.
Yes, we do need to discuss the fact that you threatened my family.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. But let's get the job done first, right? So where is this hourglass?
In
Just
the
just mark it on the map.
Yeah.
It was guarded as light of foot and magically hidden as I am.
We're not.
Some of us aren't.
Yes,
Even
but as a
getting
group.
this deep.
Okay, well, it sounds like that might be a route to his tomb. If we could get to this hourglass while he's getting married.
Yeah. But getting to his tomb is a secondary after defeating him.
I mean, you no.
We need to know where it is
We need to know
before
where
we
it
defeat
is.
him.
Yes, yeah.
And that we can get to it.
Yeah.
I mean, you did say you wanted to find it first and then fight him.
Well, I was debating whether we were using the sun to dispel him completely, as we did his lieutenant.
We caught his lieutenant out in the open, to be fair.
It's not worth taking the risk. Make sure we have both options available.
That is true. I'll point to the map on the first and ground floor and second floor. There seem to be some rooms that are not connected to any doors or stairs or anything like that.
Oh,
Do you know anything about these spaces?
We did them. I believe he puts things, he becomes tired.
Sorry, what was that? He puts things
that he's grown tired of. Well.
And you said you could not get into the lower reaches beyond the map.
Explored some. I was aware that she had been turned. Journey.
Yes.
Strahd believes himself invincible as a vampire lord. She has been killed before.
And she's a more powerful wizard than Casimir is.
Do you seem to think so?
Casimir seems to think so.
Yeah, Casimir admitted it. That's a difficult thing for him to admit.
We can't fight them both together.
Does she have her book now?
Well, Casimir gave her a golem. I don't know. When did he do that? He didn't. When was the last time that we saw Casimir with the golem? It was
before you went across the lake to the...
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
that was while Katrina was still in the town.
Yeah, and he'd said that you just would keep the hand hidden or whatever.
Yeah.
Have we seen Have we seen Casimir study from his spell book since?
Yes, he studied for the ice wall.
So Casimir hasn't given her his, and we know that when we crossed the lake, we know that he wanted to give her a book.
Yeah, and he
So-
never left our side since then.
So
Apart from
maybe-
now,
Maybe she doesn't.
it
Maybe,
depends what.
she doesn't have her book, but that doesn't mean that she can't produce magic. It just means that she can't chop and change, like, you know.
Mm.
Wizards are so indecisive, aren't they?
Hmm.
Like, they just can't make
Now-
their mind. Sorry, go
For
on.
the last reason, I spent a lifetime learning to shield myself. Secrets. If you go there, he will know. To see these conversations. No deal.
Well, then you could join us, and then you would not need to worry about that.
Showed some insight by using me as bait. But you most definitely should not have war.
Why not?
Estimate Strahd. He would have understood that as well. Done everything with power to bring me here, and nothing less, for that is what I would have done to you.
We had been hoping that you would use the opportunity to work separately.
Why are we going backwards here? How's that relevant to this immediate discussion?
Yes. The plan failed. We now have a new plan to come up with.
You must be willing to sacrifice each other for any kind of teaching.
That does not seem like a feasible way to win.
It's the only.
Small advantages by losing a companion is not a path to victory. A path to survival, temporarily maybe, but not a path to victory.
What exactly are you suggesting? Speak plainly.
Takes a swallow. Both of us. She's just coming to terms with powers, but she is strong. Box eyes. Instead of going to the Raven, we go to Krusk. To make sure he is aware that I'm in Krusk. I have found something that can hurt him somehow. Travel there in secret. Better make him think you are in. He comes out to collect me. I can shield my mind. This conversation. use the time to ever find his tomb, kill his bride, or be in Kresk. Don't tell me which. He will break me.
Divide and conquer.
And he'll take his time over it.
Would he drag you back to Ravenloft?
It's hard to say.
I can't imagine he'll want to be long gone from his new bride.
We have seen him drag people he has distaste for back to his keep before.
Have we?
Yes.
The
Well,
priest of...
yes, no. Bronwyn hasn't. Hessia has.
Ah, yeah.
Confused
We
there,
saw
yeah.
him drag the priest of Palaki
Yes,
back to
in a
Ravenloft.
very, very dramatic fashion.
Oh, you did tell me that. I'd forgotten.
Yes,
You may well make a song and dance in it.
yes, he will.
Okay. How
He
do we?
sees you first, or she sees you as though they.
So how do we make him aware that you're in Kresk?
I can make my way there. It is rumored that he is ancient, and he.
So just the act of going there would be enough.
is hoping to. Elfie.
He's not.
If he was in Kresk at the same time, for some reason. Possibly the greatest vampire to the world has seen.
I don't think he should be involved in this any further.
I think the idea is that he would betray Van Richt.
It's in on it. Tell him you are traveling to Ravenloft. Strahd do anything to get his hands on me. Back its sister.
That's so
I
unfair.
can't.
No, you can't.
So be it. If we can't, I can't do that. I can't.
Trained you better than this. Do you want this vampire dead or not? You must do everything. You must sacrifice anyone, everything you love.
You've got a hat.
What?
What?
His eyes fix on you, Bronwyn. Do you want him dead or not?
You taught me well. You've taught me a lot. And you taught me that
What
there
of
was...
this Sir Istavold? Send him to collect me.
You taught me that there's such a thing as going too far.
You misunderstand my teachings, for that is not something.
Bronwyn,
look at me and you can accuse me of evil. You can accuse me of whatever you like. But look at the good I have done, realms. My actions will live on.
See, I don't care if my actions live on.
And what of the people? What of the people here? Do you care for them? Would you not sacrifice anything for them not to live under his rule?
Not anything, no.
Send the werewolf to get me there.
I think we need.
Just locks eyes with Hunter.
Hunter's not in the room. He's going to look there.
Oh, he's left. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, he says, "Send the werewolf to get me."
is he? Has Hunter had enough time to see if the coffin maker
as
is
you
in?
run round, yeah. You find the grave digger hard at work digging some graves, who you met, if you remember, a lifetime ago. The kind of emo grumpy boy.
Oh, yeah.
Muttering grumpily about a busman holiday.
I thought I was getting out of this. Oh.
You ask
he
around
came
and you...
with us. He came with the group. The guy who stole the saint's bones.
He repented.
He volunteered to come. Wow.
So,
okay.
He's got a skill, all right, and he thought it might be of use. Gotta dig them
you
graves.
are told the owner of... you're told he's not there. He stayed in town.
That's fine. That's what I need to know.
No.
Okay. I'll start making my way.
Henrik van der Voort.
Thank you.
Look, Bronwyn, are you?
You came close to making the sacrifice you need to, but you shouldn't.
Bronwyn, are you saying you don't believe this is right, or are you saying you couldn't bring yourself to lie to him?
I'm saying that I made a promise to him not to lie, to be honest with each other.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be lying to him.
I wouldn't be being honest.
Tim, no. Timing. Tim, no. Strahd, any to get me.
I think it's a good plan.
Trade. Someone.
When we first brought Van Richten into our plans, several of you were worried about him not consenting to what we were planning on doing. He is here standing in front of you telling us to allow him to be tortured to death in order to kill this vampire. Why is it now the prospect of lying to a man who has lied and abandoned us on multiple occasions? Why is this a step too far?
I can't, Constance. I'm sorry, I can't.
Can we just return to the hat?
Why are you obsessed with the hat?
What? Elian, why?
The hat that lets the wearer make themselves look like somebody else.
Yes.
Bronwyn can't bring herself to lie to Casimir. And that's understandable. And also, not meaning to make bones about this, but my instincts tell me that you're a shit liar anyway, Bronwyn. It's just not in your blood. But Casimir will trust Bronwyn.
No,
and nobody
No.
else.
you don't do that. Do not use me against him.
He has betrayed us before, and he's left us again. And he may be providing the book for his sister at the moment, as he is provider with a guardian.
Has he not said on several occasions that he will do anything for his sister, including kill us?
And he attempted to do so.
Look, I don't think we're going to talk Bronwyn into this.
I don't want to talk her into it. If Bronwyn has an issue with it, then Bronwyn has an issue with it. I just want us to have a plan. That's all. I don't care about these suddenly having these moral quandaries about what is right and what is wrong.
Hannah will come back in at that point.
The point is, we all here have a reason to want Strahd dead, some of us more than others. This whole land needs him dead. There is no nature here. It's dead. And for me, that is awful. That the people of this land are deprived of what nature should be, what their land can be. I've lost someone I loved. I gave up the person I loved the most in my life, so the rest of the people here could live. My father died so that Constance, Gabriel, Hessia and Jakul would still be alive. I know you don't want to do it, Bronwyn. I'm not going to tell you to do anything, but sometimes we have to do things we don't want to. Sometimes we have to do the things that rip our hearts in half.
Or be ripped in half.
Exactly. I'm going to meditate some more until this particular problem gets resolved. When it does get resolved, I'll come back and I will listen to and contribute the rest of the plans. But for now, I need to rest, or I'll be no use to any of you.
We're all going to need to rest once we've done this.
Yeah.
Honesty is overrated. Do you think in the generations these people... Would you think they will celebrate they are no longer under the heat Dark Lord who has been here for who knows how long?
Approximately.
It matters
800
not
years, according
how
to
this is
history.
done. All that matters is we are successful. It matters not who lives. What matters is we are successful. If you are not prepared to sacrifice everything, then you are a burden upon us.
I don't think not sacrificing anything makes you a burden. I think our views on
Must be
what
prepared
makes
to
useful
sacrifice
is
everything
not.
to beat him.
There are some things that are more important to me, and I'm sorry. And if that makes me a burden, if you want me to go on, fine.
No.
I'll go.
No.
Say the word.
No word. No word. No one's saying a word. We don't want you to go. You're our friend and part of our gang, and we're going to murder a vampire together.
More.
What?
What?
More vampires.
Okay, vampires plural, but one specifically for sure.
The gravedigger is not. The gravedigger is here, but the maker of coffins is not.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yes. Trying
I've
to
awake.
lessen the spies as he kind of looks at Van Richt.
It would have taken like 20 seconds to say that. I'm just saying.
What do I need to do?
Right. So the Casimir plan is not on the table in its original form.
Good.
Sorry, catching you up. The Casimir plan. Oh boy.
What of Istavald?
He can't move. And has no horse.
Get him, give him.
I don't think he would.
Why
betray
hadn't
you.
we thought of that?
You didn't want to besmirch Skydancer's memory.
Believable that he would come to collect me.
No.
Strahd, I could see Casimir be desperate enough to get his sister back.
How about his brother?
What do you mean?
I think Gabriel was kin.
No.
Hmm?
Assuming you're about to propose some sort of elaborate plan that involves dressing you up as a dead man in order to be some kind of bait, no. Bollocks to that.
I do like an elaborate plan.
And he is volunteering willingly.
all
No.
of our elaborate plans, all of our plans so far have failed in one way or another.
That's because you do not throw yourself into them. You do not go for it with all that you are, ready to risk everything to succeed.
But what success do we gain?
The death of Strahd, this land matters.
Unless we are talking about mounting an elaborate ambush on him in Kresk,
Well, we're
There is-
not.
absolutely no value in sending Hunter away to be bait. No value at all. We gain
That's
nothing
what
from
Van
it.
Richt was
and
bait, as he kind of points.
yeah, but you would have to be there too.
Casimir is a liability.
It's something you steward.
So Istaville is a liability. I am not a liability.
Yeah, we need you with us.
Debatable.
He
Smirks.
stares. He stares at you, like meets your eye.
Look,
Strahd, control small mind. Take over. He will push part of you as a beast. To you. Self, not a liability.
What about me? Strahd has made it clear he wants me alive.
Is it against him?
That's right, actually. You're in a position from the rest of us.
But still, he'll read her mind and see it's a ruse.
I have a little bit more mental fortitude. After all, I have spent the majority of my life communicating with my mind. I may not be able to keep him off indefinitely, but perhaps I could hold for a short time.
I'm not seeing what this gains us.
We can't take on Strahd and Petrina together.
She
will be
will
too
not stand-
powerful.
She will not stand aside.
So we have to remove one of them to take on the other.
So it's either we draw Strahd out and attack him away from her, or we draw him out and we go to Ravenloft and neutralize her.
Drawing him out has the benefit, and us attacking him has the benefit of him being away from Ravenloft, which makes him much, I mean, this is relative, obviously, but much easier to defeat. Even if, and also, even if he arrives and reads someone's mind, whoever's mind, and finds that it's an ambush, at that point, he's ambushed. It doesn't really matter. Then we're fighting him not in his castle. We saw from the general that if we kill a vampire while it's in sunlight, it just dies. No cloud of mist, no coffin, just death.
Before we go any further with this, remember Van Rick said that he mustn't know our plan.
Yes, but if we're...
And he's still sat next to us.
Yes. But the point at that is predicated upon Strahd having an opportunity to torture it out of him.
Take some time for him.
Exactly. My point of view is, if we can successfully lure him to Kresk via this method that he has, and we ambush him there, he won't have time to get the truth out of Van Richt, and Van Richt will be able to fight with us. So what we need to be doing here is thinking about lures that will get Strahd plausibly to Kresk.
I have doubts that Strahd would even leave himself.
This is becoming... Sorry,
his lieutenant, his prime lieutenants have both come out and been executed by us. For him to put yes, but for him to put himself directly in a vulnerable situation, knowing that we have tried to bait him out repeatedly.
This is very similar to the
is
strategy we have just tried here.
He is supposedly some tactical genius. If it is the same strategy as we have just tried to play, I do not feel he would fall for that bait. It is a repeat of strategy. That is the failure of strategy.
I think he'll come.
How certain are you?
Himself.
We used you as bait this time and he didn't come. He sent his general.
What if he
came briefly, but...
What if he thinks that we're all there, raising up that, whatever it was, the
diva.
Yeah, the diva, to create an army of radiant beings against him or something like that he might fall for.
Can we
What if
do
he
that?
thought that we were all there?
How long ago did that radiant being get killed?
A while.
10 days.
Before I met
10
you.
days? Less than 10 days?
It's before I met you. I don't know how.
Potentially, we could bring it back.
Shit.
It is less than 10 days. Because you got to think the wedding was like 5 days.
Yeah.
And we got invited like pretty much.
What radiant being?
There was a celestial being
The party.
living in
Not
a
10
chapel.
days, apparently.
We've gone to.
It's been less than 10 days.
Yeah.
Has it? God, time works so weirdly.
Yeah.
Hello, we've been doing this campaign for 10 years.
Yeah.
That means Bronwyn's been with you for like less than a week. That can't work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it has. We've been together less than a week.
That's
Yeah.
Adventurers
Crazy.
make friends very
Very
quickly.
You can, because they
We've
might
gone
die
through a lot
soon.
of trauma together.
We
It's
really
life
have.
and death.
They fall in
constant
love
life
very
and death.
quickly as well, apparently.
Yeah.
Blimey. I hadn't really factored in it. It's been less than a week.
So
We've
many
all been
places.
bonded by trauma.
Honestly,
Yeah.
less than 10
Johnny is
days.
adamant, but he's refusing to show his workings.
It's been 6 minutes.
Well, let's ask the DM, shall we? Adam, has it been less than 10 days?
It's 11 episodes per day.
I mean,
I'm
how
not sure.
often do you
I'll
let
have
us
to look
long
at it.
rest?
I need to keep that.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not have kept track of how long it's been since we killed a Deva?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness! And by we, I mean this lot.
Me.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Right.
After contributing nothing to the fight.
I didn't get to watch that episode.
One way
Anyway.
or another, you need to decide.
Yeah.
If you
So
want to take them on together, take them on together.
I mean, we don't want to. The question is
I
whether
think
or
you
not.
will fail.
But baiting him out is something we've
We need to
done.
bait one of them out.
Sorry, when I was suggesting that we do that, I wasn't suggesting we do that. I was suggesting we tell him that we're going to do that. And then, wait, Van Richten, stop listening. And then
Here it is.
It's
and then we sneak into the
fine.
castle as we planned.
It's fine. We can tell our plans because it
He's
doesn't
by
matter.
himself.
Yes, but he's already volunteered to do that.
Fine.
I mean, there is a variant on this, right?
Hmm.
If anybody is going to know some kind of esoteric rite to raise an apparently angelic being, it's going to be
Corrupted.
the
That's
really
me.
old and apparently incredibly esoterically learnt vampire hunter, right? I mean, apart from the saint, obviously, but we need you. We can't use you as bait. Can you put on some kind of light show?
Can you still have my scroll?
Juan.
Oh,
Gave you a scroll.
Yes.
you did.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
my
yeah.
She is fine, I think.
I mean,
No.
you could.
The
She's-
last time I saw her, she was heading to Ravenloft with the other
Yes.
red and the wolf.
That will kind of like lean and be like, if we have the scroll and Jackal can revive someone, why aren't we reviving the knights?
Oh, yeah.
Think on it.
Right. So
I've made my
in-
point.
Another way is I have somehow become a saint in this land.
you did saintly things, and then we proclaimed you a saint.
Yes.
I mean, somehow you literally raised the dead.
Yes, well, that has happened. And if I was to proclaim that I had a way to bring back the celestial divine, as I have done here, or claim that I have done here with Argynvost's light, and travel to Kresk to do this, and we all travel to Kresk to do this, would Strahd be baited out in that fact?
Doubted that.
I mean,
When the
techn-
abbot first came and took over Abbey, stand in straw, slow time.
Hunter, wait, why are we talking about the abbot now?
Hunter, what is it?
Why do we have to do this tomorrow? You've just told us that Casimir's sister's already been turned. The wedding's already happened.
The wedding
Why did
was
we have to
happening.
rush this? Why don't we gather our forces? Why don't we get the people of Valaki, everyone? Inform Casimir of his sister, see what he does. If he decides that he's going to turn on us, then we kill him. That's one less person. He's not going to turn more vampires. He's not going to have another general like the ones he's had.
I don't think we want to put Bronwyn in that position.
Well, we already had a chat, me and Casimir, and when this all is over, it's going to either be me or him.
Why?
Because he doesn't like the fact that I was spawned from the Night Mother.
Oh, hold on. If there's anybody that's going to be resolving difficulties with Casimir after this is all over, I am first in that fucking queue. Sorry, that was flippant.
Can we
Perhaps we
focus
could
on the
talk
plan
about
at hand?
after when after gets here.
But this is it. We're all thinking about doing this tomorrow when we've just been told that why we wanted to do it tomorrow is now over.
Don't see why Hunter gets special treatment.
Because he doesn't like him.
Jakul, I think you tried to say something then, and your
You broke up a bit.
internet had a moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I was. I'd missed the what we're happening.
We can
The
resurrect
argument-
the knights.
We don't
Just
have to rush
roll.
it. Basically, is
We
the
don't have
is
to
the
rush.
deadline
Fine,
to
yeah.
stop her being turned, but that has happened. So why we can take our time.
yeah. We don't need to rush it.
We don't need to rush anymore.
The Vistani are pretty much broken.
She'll be looking.
Then
We'll
she can
be
look.
looking for it.
We risk giving him and her chance to gather their strength and come for us in force. That's what we risk.
But then if we head to them, they're already in force. We're trying
Let
to
me
split
make
them
this
up.
easy for you. I will be to Chris.
Great.
So
When?
we are all going to Crest.
Okay.
In 12 hours' time, I will make sure that he is all time.
So we have 12 hours to rest, gather our forces, and go.
And go where?
Unless you
Gathering
send
force.
me a message otherwise.
Our messages can be intercepted. This
Right, but getting him out of Ravenloft only gives us a chance to deal with Patrina on her own.
Well, it gives us a chance to deal with one of them on their own.
Yes, but to deal with Strahd, we'd need to be in Kresk if Strahd goes to Kresk.
Yeah, so
Oh, we
we
need to go
choose
somewhere.
where we go.
You see him put his little hat back on?
Yeah.
And
See, hat.
transforms into the average-looking Balaki guard.
The strange teleportation system you discovered, what were they again? And was any of them potentially referring to Kresk?
Ready with a pen this time.
I'm ready with a pencil.
It took me by surprise last time.
Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle peak. Red, if look is what you seek. Green is where the indigo to the master's bright. Blue, ancient magic's. Yellow, as master's tomb.
First one sounds like Kresk. Tower in the mountains.
Mountain
Mountain Spire.
Spire.
it might be the other mountain spire that we
Yeah.
found the Amber Giant in.
Or it might be where we killed one of his brides.
That's not a tower there, though.
Spire. No.
There will be that will be Kresk.
It could be the Amber Temple. They did appear there quite quickly.
Those who
Write it down.
were in Resk when everyone's favourite friend Gar had in.
Mm-hmm.
Remember back?
Oh, he went up.
He went up and he just appeared inside Kresk. He didn't come through.
Ah, yes.
He came from up there.
And then when he left, he went back up, didn't he?
What was orange? The second one?
Castle's Peak.
Castle. I couldn't work out what that said.
But also a spire belongs to an abbey or church.
Yeah.
And was
you say them again slower, so then we can write them down?
I got it down, kind of.
Well, Kitty
Cast
hasn't.
a stone into the fire.
Yeah.
Violet leads to the spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if love is what you seek. Hide. Indigo. Master's blue. Magic. Master's 2. In that room, be cautious if you do. Definitely sense some unnatural magic. There's a knock at the door. Now, Aleki, looking guard, quickly, spine comes straight, head goes back. Let me get that for you.
Thank you, minion.
Makes his way over.
What should we call you, guard?
Roger.
Roger the guard.
It's fine. I do not think we shall be seeing each other.
Goodbye.
If you see her, say I am sorry. See, opens the door. Ah, welcome. Excuse me. Makes his way past. See, standing there, big shit-eating grin on his face. His hair looking more black than it did last time, with a silver streak as he rotates his shoulder, and his face no longer has a droop to it. Erwin.
Ah! Flump.
And behind him is Danica.
Ah!
Wow, she came back.
I'm very conflicted right now.
He comes in very quickly and shuts the door.
With or without his killer wife?
With wife.
Oh.
She kind of arms crossed.
Elian rotates so that Erwin is between the pair of them.
You can, Jackal, Constance Red, all of you who healed Erwin would see that his wounds look dramatically healed. Like, dramatically.
Ooh. So they got the stone back?
As he kind of looks to you. This is the strongest stone of all.
I'm glad for that.
Wow.
I couldn't outrun. I was doomed, but I got faster, stronger. And 2 giant bats came and helped us. I think we could have been dead without that.
I'm glad to see that my bats did good.
I have Red to thank for that.
Elian kind of puts his hand on Red's shoulder and gives it a squeeze.
Like very similar to when you first saw him, perhaps even like slightly younger. First saw him.
Wow.
I've spoken to Father about what we spoke about. Elian is on his way.
He's gonna...
On the roof.
He's actually going to...
He said he'll keep the gem. I believe it will drain its properties for a couple of days. So it will heal in. I'm fine now. What happened was I had it on my possession for a while. Look. I said he'll return it.
And it won't do any lasting harm to the gem, it will just diminish it for a couple of days.
We think so, maybe a week or two.
Perfect.
Then we shall have it back and hidden in the somewhere.
That it. I don't know what to say.
Annika steps forwards. Thank you.
I mean, thank them. They found it. They
Some tea. Kind of turns on her heels and starts making her way out the door.
Oh.
Thank you.
Jackal and Red. You don't even need to. If him having this on him for not that long has healed serious long-term illnesses that you could not heal,
We could heal Istival.
Give it to Istival.
Oh.
Red will sort of look at Jakul as she clocks it and is like,
Yeah. I feel like that stone, if that
Come,
was just a
Elian.
few minutes.
We'll make our way to the roof.
I get to be
Ed-
me
Yes,
again.
Elian, if this gem has that power for just in a few minutes healing Irwin,
He's probably had it for about 3 or 4
An hour?
hours. Maybe 3 or 4. They've been gone.
okay.
Jakul, I
Hey.
get. Sorry.
No,
I get to be me again.
we could also heal Sir Istival. If he just holds it for a bit before you transform, before you are healed.
would that deplete some of its energy?
Can everyone give me a perception, please? Hunter and Red, you would hear it already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I don't even have to roll it if I've got it on me.
Oh, we don't need
you-
to. Okay.
You can hear the sound of ravens out the windows beginning to circle Argon.
I think they're here, Elian.
Yes.
And that is where we'll leave it for today.
Hmm.
Bit of a different one.
Yeah.
So very moral quandaries.
Yeah, that was a mile
Well,
and a half.
Something tells me we've got at least another episode of arguing about this sort of thing to
Oh,
go
God.
before we land on a plan.
Our plans never work.
No, it's just
It's
true.
because you
Every
can't.
time
You go.
we take
You only
the
go
time to
half
make a
in.
plan-
You're like,
Yeah.
here's the
You only
plan.
go half in.
What do you
Let's
mean
go fucking
happen?
all in.
We
No
have a
retreat.
moral
No
quandary.
surrender.
7/8 of the way through and then never finish anything.
No, we've stuck to our plans. It's just that they've all failed.
Oh, name one.
Well, Casimir stole the book, so that plan got destroyed.
Oh
That
man.
was our original plan. Then we
Oh.
came here and we did the bait with
Strahd.
with
And
Strahd
he
to try and
said
bait Strahd
Blood
out.
Rose instead.
And that didn't work.
That failed. That one we committed to completely as well.
Enough. I would have
I
completely
committed
sold him
looking
out.
for
I
Clark.
would have sold him out so fucking bad if I was Elian.
Yeah, but Elian's actually good aligned, Adam.
Yeah.
He is as well. Totally lawful good.
I think that since
No
the
way.
sister has been
No
turned
chance.
now, it's kind of we've no longer have the pressure of it has to be
We
before
no
the
longer have a
wedding
time
kind of
limit.
thing.
We just have to tell Casimir and see what he does.
Casimir would definitely just go and betray us.
Yep.
He would just go and join Strahd. He would give up and join
No,
Strahd.
he's such a pointless waste of space.
He's not.
Yeah.
He is a bit of a
a
knob.
wonderful elf. Like, Hunter respects him for his guns. But
It's not that kind of campaign, Johnny.
I know.
Suddenly, Hunter's at the head of the has problems with Casimir queue. All of a sudden, I'm so angry.
It's more the fact that Casimir has problems with Hunter because in Casimir's mind, if it wasn't for Hunter, he would have made it back. He would have had the book and he would have escaped.
I was right behind Hunter. Thank you very much.
Yes,
No, because Hunter killed his wolf. Hunter had the wolves kill his horse.
True.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have caught him. He would have made it.
The other thing, though, in considering this is the fact that he's angry at Hunter for that means that he never repented on that. He accepted that decision, and that was the decision he
told you. He told Bronwyn he'd do it again.
He's been honest with that, yeah.
He said, if this opportunity came up again, I'd take it.
Yeah, that's not
the way end of game bad guy Casimir.
Yeah.
Like after Strahd, after Petrina, the last episode of this campaign, we're killing fucking.
It needs to finish like Rocky 2.
I think
Casimir and Apollo Creed.
We tell Casimir that his sister's been turned. He goes to Strahd and asks to be turned. He gets turned, and then takes over the Empire after Strahd gets killed.
Ruling ineffectually because he can't fucking commit to anything.
Yeah. Because all he wants to do is sit and do nothing.
Bless him.
Drink tea.
Yeah.
From a single teacup.
First order of his new regime is to get rid of every cup in the palace except one.
Just so he can be more broody.
He's so insufferable.
God.
Oh dear.
Taste day.
That was fun today.
Yeah.
Go sacrifice old Van Richte.
I don't think this is a good plan.
Let's just crack on, mate. Let's just do it. Why not?
Let's just do it. He's a knob.
I mean, like, I don't mind using him as bait at this point, especially since he's fully committed to it. But I don't feel like it's going to be useful to us.
The thing is, we need to do it anyway because we need to get one of them out to attack that one. But the thing is, we need to really focus on Strahd because we have to take down a fucking powerful wizard.
A vampire wizard.
Have nothing left.
When I was statting her out, I was like, these guys made really short work.
Oh no.
Ashrock.
So let's go straight.
We didn't. We nearly succeeded in dodging us all and then wiping us up.
And
so let's go to Strahd then.
So we go to Kresk.
I think we should go to Kresk as well. If we bait, because if we keep Van Richt alive and if we defeat whoever, if it's either Strahd or his wife or someone else,
then we can rest them.
Then we can rest and then fight the next one.
Yeah, I don't know why Petrina would come out. In all honesty, don't know why she'd bother coming out.
Well, I think it is more Strahd might send her out if he doesn't want to go.
Or bring her. But either way, we're
her.
still then fighting two vampires.
Yes, but not
outside
in
of Ravenloft.
Yeah. Not in the castle.
Yeah.
I do want to roam it though. I want to see if he's got a really ridiculous, like, built-in pipe organ.
You can go in there.
I really want to go into the castle at some
that would
point.
be overblown and ridiculous.
Like I watched a documentary on the history of pipe organs, and now I'm like, well, clearly he's gonna have one.
Billy Strahd needs a pipe organ.
Oh yes, I didn't mention, by the way, Constance has proficiency in playing the pipe organ. I've been keeping that quiet.
Have it.
So join us next week for another 3-hour-long argument about what we're going to do and the
About
morality
morality.
Moral
thereof.
conundrums.
Oh, please God, no.
Moral
Oh, come on, it was fun.
I guess we do some positives. Let's do some
Jeff.
positive or negative. If you're in chat and you want to give someone a plus or a negative, I nearly forgot. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, straight in there.
Bronwyn.
Yeah.
Stick into her morals.
Negative.
Yes, she did.
Anyone else in chat? Thank you for
Thanks,
the
Jeff.
follow, Max Blues. Thank you for the subscribe.
Red still has 2.
I do.
Wow.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, it's at one of Adam's plans. Let's hear the details first.
Just
Level up.
Sounds
Level
great.
Yeah, we should level up.
Yeah.
Jess,
I realised that I'd already leveled up to level 13 just to see what I got next.
Jess with Watcher and Jeff, just send them the wiki link. So they have a look. No, there's not much on there.
How do we send it to just them?
Shut up.
Oh God, no.
Not the editing one, the one that's the view.
There is a
No.
read-only link.
Okay.
Alien
Yes!
plus to kill Casimir.
Yes!
Ah!
Watcher, I thought we were friends.
I'm keeping it. It's on the list now.
It's only to try and kill Casimir, though.
I'm adding the qualifier.
Do we recommend this campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
give it
We've
a
been
go.
playing it for nearly 2
And
years. Yes.
I
I
think-
would say if you are going to play this campaign, do some homework on it first, because there are areas in it that need to be changed, because in the book as written they just don't work.
There's
Yeah.
some really bad bits.
But
This one we're playing is a lot of additions and changes by Adam.
Yeah.
Adam's done
Yeah.
a lot of legwork on this.
Modify it heavily, take a lot of the bits out, change bits, make more characters impactful.
look at the there's a subreddit specifically for Curse of Strahd, and it's
Yeah.
got so much good stuff on it. I
Yeah.
can't
And-
stress enough.
And a good Facebook group. A good
Yeah.
Facebook group.
I think the
Um,
main thing is the general setting of this
Yeah.
whole thing is really cool, because you're in like a confined space. You've got a clear goal, and you've got kind of
Yeah.
like time
So-
limits and restraints on yourself. So you're kind of pushing yourself all the time. It's good.
Okay. So Blink, what I would probably recommend is there's a level 0 part of it which you can run.
Death House.
Called Death House.
That's in the back of the campaign book.
It's in the very back of
Mm.
it. Run that and see how it.
You too can pick up a haunted head.
Death House as well, because
Pardon?
Death House is a killer.
Yeah.
It's
But there
notorious
is
TPK, isn't it?
a
It's
rule.
notorious
If you give me a message, Blink.
Blink, would you like to give anyone a positive or a negative?
Yes. Blink Gaming. So we give viewers the chance to give the characters a positive, depending on who they love or hate. It can be for something very specific, like Watcher has
Yeah.
given a Alien plus kill Casimir.
All of those wedding positives that we're never going to
Oh
get.
yeah.
Oh yeah. All the
Well, it
wedding
might. It
positives.
might.
And from you can still go to the wedding. You can still turn up. You just know.
No.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
That's-
terrible, terrible plan.
I
Just
don't
the-
care if I have a positive for the bouquet, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I think the bouquet will have some sort of spell cast on it when it hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charm
Yeah,
effect
you
or
become
something.
Strahd's next bite.
Yeah.
Bronwyn for sticking to her morals. I would have totally sold Casimir out there, no doubt.
Just a charm.
I would have, if I was Bronwyn, I would have been going to speak to Casimir and been like, Anricht, my old master, he's in Kresk doing something. I know Strahd really wants him and will pretty much give anything to get him. Okay, we're going to go to Ravenloft now. I'll leave you with that bit of
Okay,
information.
bye.
We will leave you with your vow. Bye.
She said to him right at the start that she would always be honest.
And also,
He's
she's
honest.
a terrible liar.
That's not a
Yeah.
lie.
She's so bad at it.
You're telling the truth.
Yes, but her emotions
But
will be written on her face.
There's honesty and there's honesty. Like you're leaving out a massive important chunk there.
And deliberately misleading somebody.
Yeah,
Oh, and you
and
might
manipulating.
Well die.
Hmm.
And I have reason to believe that Strahd might be on his way there as well. But if you can catch Van Ryn, we could do.
Yeah.
So this that is the link for it's very rough and ready. And a lot of the names are going to change, but it has some information on the new world wiki which we are making. So if you click on nations and Holy Empire, so the layout's going to change somewhat. You can read about the Holy Empire. Some information.
That's about
and,
the only one that's got like.
and a lot of it is
Because I
some-
spent all weekend on it.
Yes.
some filler and some links. Did you see on the Holy Empire one? I put some links in.
I did, yes.
Yeah, so
Mm.
I'll add more, and you can do mouse over stuff on. So this is wiki we will be building for.
No, it's pretty funny.
Want to send that link to Jeff?
Can you DM on Twitch?
Yeah. Yeah. So, Watcher, if you go to the and on the left-hand side under World Codex, there should be a Nations tab, and that should.
Well, what we've got so far.
Yeah, like
the only one which is
still-
like even remotely fleshed out is Holy Empire, but with information.
says read world meta.
Read world meta. Is that
Hang
it?
on.
It works for me, but then I'm logged in, so
Oh, oh, that might be it.
Yeah.
Let me create an account.
I've just done it incognito, and
An error message.
the recent articles thing only has 2 links in it, and the world codex only says read world meta.
Yeah, I've got
Um,
the same here.
Hang on 1 second. What we might be able to do is just pull the link directly. Doopy 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 doo.
I'll work on it.
Hang on. I think I have it. Let me check. Oh no, it doesn't. It's not publicly accessible, that particular page.
Ah.
I'll work on it. It must be set to prop something.
Yes. So we're still working on the wiki, as you can see. Check back in next week.
I mean, it's not that much in it at the moment anyway, so.
What are you talking about?
We have 1 full nation fleshed out.
I can show.
Oh.
Oh no!
oh no!
No!
Not that one.
Uh,
There you go. And there is the worker. So if I click on nations, this is what it should look like, and then you should have the different nations, and on here as well. And you can click Holy Empire, and then lots of information about them, and we can put in these little things of what they think about the nations. And then get some little text like this, and you can click on that, and it'll take you to the page about him. And then they can go back and look at the night orders, and oh look, you have stuff in there.
it's going to be really good.
It will be great.
I like
It'll
that
be
the Holy
amazing.
Order Knights just says Knights. That's it. That's
I mean, that's
the
all you
summary.
need to know, right?
They
Well,
are
okay.
nice.
Right, well, cheers everyone who stick with us right to the end.
Despite
Thank you.
the Twitch having issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam, you might want to hang on to this recording that you've done locally, because I'm not sure what Twitch will actually have retained. It seemed to be having up and down issues multiple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, quite a few times I had to
Yeah.
restart.
I lost the page a few times. Yeah.
Okay. Right, cheers everyone.
Thanks,
Right.
folks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.